Hey guys, it's Di from BeingMommywithStyle, and I'm back from our wonderful Disney vacation, and I'm gonna have lots of videos coming up for you guys. Lots and lots of videos. In fact, I filmed more on this Disney trip than I've ever filmed on any Disney vacation. I filmed over 7 hours of footage. So I'm gonna be working very hard to get that whittled down into watchable length videos for you guys. So sit tight, because when you have that much footage, you will run into technical problems. There will be times when my computer will just stop working on me, but I will try to get it done as quickly as possible. So it'll probably be about 2 weeks or so of Disney footage, and then I'll do a series of wrap-up videos afterwards. But today, I wanted to do kind of a precursor video to talk about some new experiences that are happening at Animal Kingdom. And the reason I wanted to talk about those before the videos is because I know everyone always kind of is wondering like what you're gonna see in the videos and that sort of thing. And I was very fortunate and lucky to be able to have a couple of special experiences on the trip, and they were to see some new things that are gonna be coming to Animal Kingdom before they were released. And most of those I was not able to video. So I'm gonna talk about 3 things that are coming to Animal Kingdom very soon. One of them very, very soon, and I was able to video that. So you'll see that in the videos upcoming. But the first one is Rivers of Light. So this is coming super quickly. February 17th is when this starts, nighttime show at Animal Kingdom. I was really excited when I saw this on the schedule because we went last April, right around the time it was originally supposed to be released, and then I had to work out some things with it, so it was postponed. So I wasn't sure when they were going to be starting it, and they released the date that it was going to be started while we were actually at Disney World for the conference, and it will be started and open to the public for all guests on February 17th. So that's coming up really quickly because I am filming this on the 14th and hopefully posting it on the 15th. So that's exciting. So if you have a trip coming up to Walt Disney World very, very soon, you can catch that at Animal Kingdom. And as you guys know from watching our videos, Animal Kingdom is one of our favorite parks. So I'm excited about all of these new experiences that are being added at Animal Kingdom. Definitely the nighttime activities and the entertainment add an element to Animal Kingdom that is really neat and different from anything that they've had before. And even going on things like the safari at night is so different than going during the day. So I'm excited to return later in the summer, and that's really going to be like our Animal Kingdom focused trip, and we're hoping to check out some of these new things that are coming up later in the year. So I'll have videos on Rivers of Light. I was able to video that, and at this point, I'm not gonna have those up before it actually releases, but you guys can check those out in my regular vlogs, and those will be coming up on our Animal Kingdom night when we were at Animal Kingdom for a party the first night. The kids had a ball, oh my goodness. So that was the Go-Go Squeeze family dinner night. So thank you to Go-Go Squeeze, because my kids danced up a storm on the dance floor that night. So also coming to Animal Kingdom, I was able to view 2 new things that are coming up in March and then later on in the year at the end of May. And I was not able to video these, but I can talk about them. So the first thing is Caring for Giants, which is an all-new exclusive backstage viewing opportunity that all guests can add to your experience at Animal Kingdom. It is an extra tour that you need to reserve, and the price is $30 per person. There are discounts if you are an annual pass holder or a Disney Vacation Club member. But what this tour is I was really excited because they just have the new baby Stella. She's only 2 months old when we went to go see her. It is a viewing area that Disney has actually made on the back side of the Kilimanjaro Safari. So if you're used to driving through the safari, you know when you get to the elephant area, there's these really cool trees, and you can kind of see the elephants playing off in the distance. Well, this viewing area is actually on the other side of that kind of tree line area. And we could actually see the safari cars going through. So I'm sure if you're in the safari cars and you know where to look, you would probably see where we were standing. This Caring for Giants tour is a really neat experience, and it's different from I think anything else that they offer at Animal Kingdom right now. So you go on the tour and you get in little safari buses that take you backstage. That part's really cool for starters. I think my kids would like seeing backstage, and you get to see all of like kind of the animal keeping areas and that sort of thing. Then they drive you over to a little ridge. And this ridge has been developed into a viewing area that's going to have immersive experiences for the younger kids. They really have tried to gear this tour for all ages. So they're going to have an animal keeper available that actually cares for the animals that you can talk to and ask questions and they're going to tell you more about the animals and their personalities. They're also going to have cultural representatives from the different countries that these elephants are from, and they're going to speak more to what it's like living in the environment where these elephants are natural habitat, where they have come from. So it was really cool to kind of hear how they developed this elephant program at Disney's Animal Kingdom and what some of the things they've done through the Disney Conservation Fund. They have worked to help farmers in Africa actually help shield their crops from elephants, and in turn that helps the elephants as well, because then humans aren't hunting the elephants. So they found that the elephants didn't like them and were afraid of that noise. So they helped the farmers set up little beehive stations around their farms, and that kept the elephants out. So that made the human farmers happier, obviously, and they were able to keep their livelihood. And it made the elephants happier because then, you know, they weren't disrupting human farms, and the elephants were able to go on about their business and lead their daily lives as well. So they told the story and about the research in much better detail and wording than I can do, but I found it fascinating. It was really, really interesting, and I think especially Isabella, my little animal loving child, is going to love this tour. So this is definitely something I would consider taking the kids on. Now Natalie, you know, is a little bit more go, 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 and she's not as into the scientific part, but I think just being able to see the animals so up close, and also there's gonna have different levels of interaction available in this viewing area. So more hands-on exhibits for kids like Natalie. They can actually see the bone structure in the elephant's foot, feel what their hair on their tail feels like. It's like wire. It was really, really cool. So those things I see Natalie being geared more towards. Whereas Isabella is going to be talking to the animal keeper the whole time and like have a million questions for her. I just see Isabella being very into that. So that is Caring for Giants, and that is coming to Animal Kingdom very, very soon. It's going to be March 12th that starts. You can actually start reserving that now. And I think that they can take up to about 130 people per day, split between different tours from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So those are the times. And it's a smaller group that goes up there. I believe it's only 10 or 12 people in a group that goes up to the ridge at one time. So you're not going in one large group all at one time. So it's a really neat, immersive experience that you get this one-on-one interaction with the caregivers that are actually working with the elephants. So I really enjoyed it. This is definitely something that I would consider taking the girls to on the future. And you guys know that we love Animal Kingdom, and we're actually planning on staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge later in the year because we love being around the animals. So this kind of immersive experience when you can actually talk to the people that care for them, talk to people that actually are from the countries that these elephants are from, I think that's really, really cool. So that's Caring for Giants, and I'll have more information on my blog as well, so I'll put that link down below. And then the last thing that we also got a sneak peek of, no pictures or video from this either, sorry guys. People were already asking as soon as I posted, like on Instagram and Twitter, but we got to see a sneak peek of Pandora, the world of Avatar at Animal Kingdom. It was really cool. So they announced the date that that's gonna open while we were at Disney World as well. That opens on May 27th, which is actually earlier than I thought it was going to be. So that's gonna be open when we go back this summer, so I'm very excited about that. And I can talk to you about the sneak peek now. There's not gonna be any pictures or anything because I was not able to film, I was not able to take pictures, but I'm just gonna be completely honest. When they first started the Pandora, you know, building this whole Pandora experience at Animal Kingdom, I was very confused. So I understand that Pandora was a very popular movie, but I was trying to figure out how they were gonna tie these two things together. Then we were able to talk to some of the Imagineers that actually worked on the project and see what they were developing and see more of the behind the scenes work that is going on. And I get it now. I completely get it. So what they are wanting to happen when you walk into this area, Animal Kingdom. So Animal Kingdom itself is about conservation and living in harmony with animals, with creatures. So humans living in harmony as creatures with other creatures. And they want to extend this idea of conservation and the beauty of life and the beauty of the land around us into the idea of Pandora. So even though it's this fictional world, they want you to walk in and immediately be immersed in this experience and immediately feel the sense of this is beauty and this should be protected. When they first opened the doors for us to see Pandora, so they were, and it's in a construction zone right now. So there was construction workers walking around and stuff too. So I'm sure it's gonna be even more amazing when you walk in, it's like fully complete. When they first opened the doors, I immediately was like, I get it. I get it. Wow. Your eyes are looking at things you don't really understand what they are, to be completely honest. You are looking at them and you're going, is that a bird? Is that a flower? I looked at something for the longest time, and at first I thought it was a bird, and then I realized that this was part of the terrain and this was part of the vegetation that is supposed to be, you know, part of Pandora. And when you go into the Pandora area, you're going to be immersed with food from the Na'vi people. You're going to have a trader's shop that has items that are, you know, collectibles and things that would be in the Na'vi world. You are going to have rides where you actually get to experience the land and the creatures firsthand. And throughout the whole thing, through the rides, through even just the pathways and walking, there is a bioluminescence feature that I think is going to be the key, like just amazing factor of the whole thing that brings it all together. Because it's something that's unlike anything else in the parks, and it's just this illuminating kind of thing that helps you feel like everything's connected. I realize I'm getting like really deep right now, but guys, I'm serious. I was very confused. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I was very confused until I saw it. And then when I saw it, I understood. So the mountains that the floating mountains, and you can see those. I mean, if you're walking in from outside Animal Kingdom now, it's complete to a point where you can see those from the outside of the park. If you're going up on Expedition Everest, or quite frankly, if you're at Mount Gushmore in Blizzard Beach, if you're up at the top of those high points, you can see the floating mountains and down into the Pandora area. I don't think that's any secret. I don't think I'm giving away any secret there. So those are public places you can, you know, obviously be on the ride and you can look down in and see a little bit more. But just the floating mountains themselves, when you get a sense of how big they are when you're standing next to the Pandora area, it's almost overwhelming in a sense, like, wow, that took work to get that up there. It's going to be a very immersive experience, and I'm really excited to see not just what it's like for myself, but I'm interested to see the kids' reactions. Now, I don't know that they will see the movie before we go into Animal Kingdom once this is open. So I don't know that they will know the story of it, but I feel like this area is so interesting, you wouldn't necessarily have had to see the movie for the area to still be intriguing to you. And one of the interesting things, we went to a breakfast at Tiffin's, which was amazing, by the way. I want to eat there like a dinner or lunch later on, but Tiffin's breakfast was great. We went to Tiffin's, and a couple of the Imagineers from Disney were talking about the experience and kind of what the goal was. And they said really the ultimate goal was not just for you to want to go into Pandora and ride a ride. They want you to go into Pandora, the world of Avatar at Animal Kingdom, and sit down and want to just sit and look at all the details. There is that much detail in the area that you can just sit down, have a snack or a lunch, and look at the area around you and just spend some time taking it all in. And I hope my kids let me do this, because I want to do that. I felt like I wanted to do that when I saw it. There's a lot for the eye to see. So I think it's going to be amazing. I'm sorry I don't have any pictures or video to share, but as soon as we do go down and we see the new area, I will share, you know, once it's open to the public, I'll share the videos and the pictures from it for sure. But I get it now. It's really cool, honestly. It's going to be unlike, I think, anything that's at Disney, any of the Disney theme parks currently. So I'm really interested to kind of see it in its completedness and get a full sense of it. We didn't get to ride the rides or anything like that, so I'm interested to ride the rides and see merchandise. They didn't have any of those things. We didn't do any of that. but we did see like the concept art for all of that. So I have an idea of what the plans are for that and what the plans are for the rides, but we didn't get to actually ride anything, but it sounds really neat. So that's Pandora in a nutshell. May 27th, going to be open this summer, so I know a lot of people go over the summer. That'll be a very cool thing that's open. So Animal Kingdom is a very exciting park right now, which is great for our family because Animal Kingdom is one of our top parks. We really love Magic Kingdom, but the kids have already said when I asked them their favorite parks before this trip, I asked them what their favorite theme park was at Disney World, and they said Animal Kingdom. So it's really exciting to us that all of these new things are happening. So Rivers of Light is coming up first. It's the soonest thing. It's happening a few days from now. And we saw the full show. It is really neat how they weave the elements of light and color and fire all together to create this beautiful kind of living show on the water. It's really neat. And I like the viewing area that they've set up for that as well. So that's going to be really cool, and I think the pictures and video from it will kind of speak a little bit more to that, but it was a really great show, and I think that that and the awakening at night, the tree of life, is really neat and definitely a must-see. Then Caring for Giants, if your kids love animals, they want to see this backstage exclusive opportunity, I definitely would look into this, and especially if elephants are a favorite in your family, check it out because you will get firsthand knowledge and get to talk to people that know so much about them, and you get to see them up close. I didn't really understand like the elephants had such unique different personalities, and the animal keepers were able to tell us about the elephants' personalities, and the longer you stood there, you actually saw it come out as they were playing or as they were interacting with each other, as they were not interacting with each other. Some of the elephants, just like humans, not everyone gets along with everyone. And some of the elephants got along with each other better than others. So it was neat to kind of see those interactions between them and kind of get a sense of, wow, they're really individual creatures. You know, when you're just driving by on the safari, it's hard to get that sense. But when you stand there and you watch them long enough, you see, well, that one's very playful, but this one's maybe a little bit more lazy. And that one definitely does not get along with that one. I mean, you really start to see all of that come out. Even just in like standing there for 35, 45 minutes, you start to see those personalities come out. So it was really neat. And then I think one of the things a lot of people are the most excited about, Disney's obviously very excited about, is Pandora opening up in May. So I'm excited to see what that looks like in its completion. So I just wanted to share those new experiences coming up for you at Animal Kingdom. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I will be kind of sharing my experience kind of going to see these things for the first time in the vlogs that are coming up as well. Very excited about all of the trip vlogs. It's going to be a lot of editing, so just bear with me. I would try to make them as consecutive as possible, one after the other. But if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. And I will see you at the end of the trip vlogs for some recaps and souvenir hauls and those sort of fun things. And also, we went to the expo, amazing sponsors, gave us so many nice things to try out. I will be doing videos on that as well. So let me know if you have any questions down below. That is it for today, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.